will apply the accounting rules in the following few examples I am giving to you, some transition I am giving to you, that how you derive or find out two accounts first and then apply the accounting rules of personal, real and nominal. You have to see the rules in the beginning 2, 3 times or 5 times only. After that automatically you will apply, it will come to you. Suppose I say purchase goods for cash is the first business transaction. Now in a transaction you see whether it is a cash transaction or whether it is a credit transaction. Very important. You have to understand this. So it is given there for cash. If for cash was not given, the name of the customer was given or supplier given, then it means it is a credit transaction. Now in this question, even if the name was given, suppose I add in this purchase goods for cash from Y, but the word for cash is given, it means it is a cash transaction. So if word Y was not given, if the name of the supplier is not given, the word cash is given, it also means cash transaction. Now the two accounts will open will be, one will be, usually it comes in your mind because the starting now, goods account. We will not open goods account when goods are purchased. We will open purchases account, because when there's a transaction called sold goods for cash. Here also goods word is coming. You will open again goods account. So to distinguish between purchase and sales, we do not open goods account. We want to open purchases separately and sales account separately to know at the end of the year or at the end of the month how much total purchases are made and how much will sales are made, because goods represent both. So you might get confused in that or make mistake in calculation. So that is why we separate them. So one account will be purchase account from the purchase goods and one account will be cash account. Now you have to think, the purchase account belongs to which category or which type of account? Personal, real, nominal. Now purchases made regularly is an expense. It is a nominal account. So applying the rule, debit all expenses, credit all income gains. Now is it expense or income? It is an expense, so it will debit it. Cash belongs to which category? Personal, real, nominal. It belongs to the real account, because you can see tangible and express in terms of money. Now the rule of real account is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Is cash coming in or going out? Cash is going out. So credit what goes out. Then we have purchase goods from X. Now here the word for cash is not given. So we'll have to open one purchase account and the personal account of the supplier, because X is supplying goods, but it's not making payment. Payment will make later in future. So one account will be purchase account, the other account will be account of X. Debit all expenses, nominal account, so we'll debit purchase account, and credit X account because it is a person account. The rule is debit the receiver, credit the giver. Now from business point of view, is X receiving the goods or giving the goods? He is giving the goods, so credit the giver. We do not write X's account in accounts in IFC because it is not allowed by the council. In CBSE we will write X's account. Suppose the same question, if I write purchase goods from X for cash, in that situation you will ignore the personal account. Since cash is given, it becomes a cash transaction. Then in that situation you will open purchase account and cash account. Debit all expenses, credit what goes out. Then we have purchase machinery for cash. Now here the goods is not given, but the name of the particular good is given, machinery. If you are dealing in a machinery business, then you will open purchase account. But if you are not dealing in machinery business but general business, then machinery becomes an asset for the business, because you are going to use the business, it will remain the business. So you open machinery account and the other account will be cash account. Now since both are visible, can be seen, expressed in terms of money, it is a real account. The rule is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. From business point of view, machinery is coming into business and cash is going out for the business. Then we have sold goods for cash. Goods, we will not open goods account, we will open sales account, and the other account will be cash account. Now cash account is a real account and sales account is a nominal account, incomes. So rule, debit what comes in real account, credit all incomes and gain. So cash account will be debited, sales account will be created from business point of view. Then we have sold goods to P. Now for cash is not given, it is a credit transaction. In place of goods account you open sales account, and the customer, the person to whom you sell goods is called customer, so P's account will be opened. P is a person, is a human being, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Since receiving, his account will be debited, and goods are going out, or goods is it because you receive money in future, it will be credit. All incomes and gain you will open credit side. Then we have number 6, started business for cash. Now suppose you are a owner of the business, proprietor, and you wish to start the business, you want to invest some money. From business point of view, cash will come into the business, the real account, debit what comes in. And from business point of view, proprietor is the giver, the person who is giving the money to start the business. Person account rule, credit the giver. You will not open the name of the proprietor. You may write the name of the proprietor before capital. Suppose X starts a business, so you write X's capital account. But you will not write X's name, the proprietor's name does not come in the business accounts anywhere. Take note of that. Then we have withdrew cash for personal use. Now the proprietor is withdrawing money for his personal use. Debit the receiver. He is a person, so he is receiving money from business point of view, not from his point of view. From business point of view, you have to think you are representing the business. So drawings account will be debited, debit the receiver, and cash is going out from the business, real account rule, credit what goes out. Then paid salary. Salary is an expense, debit all expenses, nominal account. Cash, it is not given cash, it is understood, it is a cash transaction. Cash goes out, real account. So salary account will be debited, cash account will be credited. Received rent. Now from business point of view, cash is coming into business and rent is an income. Cash is a real account, debit what comes in, and rent received is a income, credit all incomes and gains. Then the last one, deposit cash into bank. One account will be bank account, it's a personal account representing the accounts of the people. Debit the receiver, and from business point of view, cash is going out, real account, credit what goes out. And there are many more transactions that we will do in the next chapter where we will apply these accounting rules. Okay, so revise this. If you have any problem, you can ask me. That's all for today.